Welcome to Rimington, a town in RuneScape that is long overlooked aside from the house portal and the ability to do easy construction training. Rimington is a place where we're going to start our journey. Rimchunkerton, home spot. We're starting in a long overlooked part of RuneScape. Welcome in everyone, and welcome to a OneChunk series. One that I haven't seen. There's probably something out there, but I really haven't seen one in Rimington. I thought it was an interesting spot to start because of that. And let's just jump right into it. So, OneChunk game modes. The RuneScape map is split up into chunks. Every chunk is 64 tiles by 64 tiles. And the goal of a OneChunk account is to complete every task possible inside one chunk before moving on to the next. Tasks can be a couple different things. There can be getting to a certain skill to do a certain activity. There can be getting BIS items, the best one available in your chunk, and more unlock as you unlock more chunks, and things of that sort. It progresses every time you unlock a chunk, you potentially unlock a ton more tasks, and that's how we approach our adventure on the RuneScape. I'm doing a little bit of a custom mode. It's not quite extreme. There's a couple things that are knocked off there just to make it less terrible to play, because there are some things that'll kill you on the inside. But for the most part, this is a semi-extreme OneChunk. Let's throw it right in the realm of Josh's and Gaming and his OneChunk. Semi-extreme OneChunk. So with that being said, let's take a look at our map. Rimington, I haven't really checked what there is to do here. Before we take a look at our chunk picker, we've got some interesting items. So we all know this is where Witch's Potion starts, because that should be a quest you take care of almost instantly. We have a bronze pickaxe. Now we've dumped our inventory. So bronze pickaxe and access to a pickaxe is fantastic. We also have an arrow spawn, and we've got some logs. We've got an arrow spawn, we've got logs. We've got Brian, who is a ranged shop, and he sells, I've never been in the shop, steel to addy arrows and oak and maple bows. Oh, oak, willow, maple. Interesting, okay. That could come back to help us. We've got a craft supply shop, which is lovely. We've got a general store. We've got Files. Everyone knows Files. If you do any sort of construction training, Files is your guy. A basic general store here. Nothing too over the top. We do have the Rimington mine, which is probably going to be the source of most of our first chunks. Bronze scimitar. All right. We'll take a free little item. Anja and Hengel. I don't think I've ever seen these two characters in my life. And then we've got Aggie's house for Witch's Potion. So with that being said, let's take a look at what our chunk tasks are. So we've got burn logs, mine gold ore, pickpocket a citizen for those three. We already did our obtain a bronze scimitar. We need to obtain a bronze med helm and a bronze square shield and an iron dagger. Then we need to do step 1 of Witch's Potion. I'm guessing we can get a tinderbox from here. Yeah, okay. So that's where our... Oh, it's a 0. Okay, do we just need 1 coin? Yeah. So we're going to sell one of the logs. We're going to get a tinderbox out of the deal. We're going to come over here and just light these logs. And that's going to be easy burn logs in this store. Done for our first task, sooner or later. There we go. There's our logs burned for another task complete. Next, we've got a pickpocket a citizen. I can only assume it's from these two up here. Yes. And I'm guessing this is where our bronze square shield, bronze med helm, and iron dagger are going to come from. Alright, there's our pickpocket. Yep, here's bronze med, iron dagger. And do you have a different drop table? No, okay. We're looking at a 1 in 128 drop rate for this iron dagger. And a 1 in 64 for the bronze med helm. So let's just get to work here. And honestly, I'm probably just going to sell all these scimitars back to the shop. That'd be some nice easy money. How much are they going to go for each? 12 coins? Surely. I would like to figure out something to do for food. Well, while we're here, we may as well start the Witch's Potion. Alright. There's part 1 of Witch's Potion done. Now, we don't have... We are going to get 40 mining right here. We're probably going to... I guess there's our food source. We got cabbage and we got onions. We're in for a long haul of getting 40 mining, just selling off the ores so that we can end up mining those gold ores. There's a first level on the account. The first of many, many more to come. I'm actually going to do a little testing here quick. I'm very curious to see if... That's a stash unit. I got baited. I'm curious to see if the copper sells for more, if the tin sells for more, or it's a wash. And I'm going to search this because there's an option. We have access to a spade, which is very nice. What do we get from the wheelbarrow? Nothing. Okay. I was not aware that you could get an onion seed from picking onions, but we just did. So, I guess we'll use that at some point. There's 10 mining. I decided that I'm just going to knock out at least 15 mining here probably while I still have the inventory space because I feel like I'm going to start wanting to keep some of the things. I think those two, I don't remember what their names are at this point, have the same drop table as men and women, which would make a lot of sense. So I am probably going to want to keep some of their drops. So I'll at least get 15 here. I'll go kill a couple more, and then I'll do iron. I think I'm going to try to knock out the mining before the other biz items. We'll see. There is 15 mining. Now, we can come over here and grab ourselves an iron ore. I'm just curious as to how much is this going to sell at the Grand Exchange. If that is not going to sell for anything, power mine and drop it. But if it does have the potential to sell for something decent, we'll be running back and forth because any early money we can get is good money. So I don't think I'm going to class 6 GP as good money. So unfortunately, we won't be doing that. We did get a Jekyll and Hyde random, and I really want to kill this imp. It wanders over here sometimes, but then it'll just TP back there. So maybe if we get super lucky and it doesn't teleport, we can try. Nope, just like that. And it's gone. I was thinking about it. I feel like now is the best time to use the strength potion, right? Because I'm only going to have better strength as we go on. That's the way I'm looking at it. And it feels kind of wasteful, but also I'm just so limited on inventory until we get to a bank that it doesn't particularly matter. So let's do it. Hengel and Anya are the names that I'm going to have to get familiar with. There's 4 strength. Hengel and Anya, we're going to be killing for a little while. I'm just curious to see, is there anything in here? Nothing I'd ever want to read. That'll give me the same thing. Let's see what's in the drawers. Nothing. Bookcase. Empty. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be missing anything by being dumb and not looking at that. I don't know if I have any point to be keeping these herbs either. If I'm not going to be able to do herb lore for a while, it feels pointless. Which is unfortunate because there's a lot of herbs here. Yeah, I guess I'll check at the shop what they're going to sell for. And we'll go about it that way. Well, there's 3 attack and 2 prayer. I figured I'd go to 5 attack and then 5 defense, and then we'll go from there on the strength levels. Ideally, 5 to 10 defense makes me not get hit, and I don't need to go pick onions anymore to do this. But I don't know how many of these we're going to need. Is it tracking properly? It is tracking properly, so we can at least see what we got. And they just count as, yeah, men and women pickpocketed. They're just reskinned. We're going to try and talk to them after I finish slaughtering this one and see what they say. Aw. I honestly thought I was about to get something for free. All right, that's funny. That's funny. Can I still talk to you now? Yes. And we got the same. Okay, that's still a little bit of flavor, a little bit of fun. Good on you, Jagex. We've sold off everything. The bolts don't sell for anything, which is unfortunate. So I guess we'll keep them for now. We do have a bunch of stuff utensil-wise we can buy. Is he gonna? Nope, just ran away. We're gonna go back to mining for a little bit. Just back and forth, you know? So there's 17 mining. It is really nice to have iron rocks here. Our XP is a lot higher than if we had to go off of copper and tin. The only unfortunate thing is none of this is turning into smithing XP because we don't have any place to do smithing. So that sucks. We're going to hit the 40 mining and not have been able to use any of the ores that we got. So it is what it is. It's part of the OneChunk experience. We don't have the ability to do smithing for a long time because we may have the anvil down here. I don't remember if he allows you to use it before you finish Knight's Sword. But even if he does, we don't have a place to smelt the ores. So we are far off of any sort of smithing goal. I also decided that I am just going to run over here and sell them because it does not take that long. And even though it's not going to be a ton of money, it will add up in the end. I might end up having to world hop. I don't know if the shop will clear out that fast. But going from 15 to 40, it's gonna get us some money, and that's gonna be helpful somewhere down the line. All right, wait a minute. Do we get him? We got him down. We got an imp. Oh, give us a bronze bolt. Okay, well, I'm just kind of excited we got to kill an imp. Now we go back to mining. 20 mining. We are based on number halfway there. We all know that's not how this game works, but we'll take a little melee break for a little bit, and then we'll be back. All right, there's nothing here. We do have a range, which I didn't realize. Also, I do like that they just gave everything here its own little personality. They don't talk to strangers. These two have their own... Everyone in this house has their own name. It's a nice little, like... I don't know if... I should look at the lore of Rimington if it's meant to be this way, but, like, one of the first towns where they decided to put in a lot of character, it feels that way. Hey, there's our iron dagger. That is exactly what we needed for our chunk task. It is our best in slot melee, I think, technically. Oh no, sorry, it's our magic best in slot. Boom. Wield an iron dagger, done. I probably will just end up selling this, but that is 5 attack as well, one step closer. That was the 1 in 128, I believe. So now we just need the 1 in 64 drop for the bronze med helm. And then I need to figure out where this bronze square shield is. I don't know. We got a diamond, which feels like it's something that I'm going to need to keep. There's 22 mining. We're gonna have access to crafting sooner than you'd think because we'll have gold ore, we have clay, it might be slow, but I don't know if it's worth selling at this point. I would love to keep it as long as we can. It's also a good source of money. We do have a gem shop, although I don't think it has diamonds over in Falador if we end up that way. It's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. I like it. I like that I have to make this decision. And there's a second one. There's an emerald as we're going on about gems. I have made the decision that I'm no longer selling iron ore. I'm getting about 50 gold per trip-ish, and I can't be bothered. I world hop every time I go over there, so I'll just power mine for a little bit, drop some ores, and rinse and repeat. There is the bronze med helm. Right after 12 hit points, 8 combat, we have now unlocked everything we need from poor Anya and Hagel. I think. I forget his name. And we have one more combat-related thing to go. First, we can sell some more scimitars off for some money. We got a couple of grimy mariner tools. All right, now that we're done with that, one thing I missed here, and this is where our bronze square shield's going to come from. We have goblins in our chunk, and we have Forkin right. But we have goblins in our chunk. Now, I know I put my goals for this series akin to like Josh's and gaming. This technically would be a pro grind. I think it's super boring. And then piggybacking off something I believe Frey said, it gets the account into a state, or maybe it was Micro, but it gets the account into a state where you get a bunch of stuff super early that you otherwise would have to work towards. So I will also not be doing Puro, just to avoid basically fast tracking myself to the same place that other OneChunks are. But we do have goblins, and this is where our bronze square shield does come from in our chunk task. So while I'm not going to be mining for a little bit, let's get to some killing. That is the first kill. Legitimately, our first kill is a bronze square shield. So, you know what? All right. I guess that's where we are now. And I did want to keep my iron dagger just so we could see the fully fleshed out best in slot gear we can get in this chunk. So that is our bronze square shield 1KC. Love that. Now I'm probably going to go sell the iron dagger because it's not going to be useful anywhere. And I really was just holding on to it for the ability of giving that fit check. These levels, or the time between levels, is quickly increasing. So this being our last task, I guess, it's going to be it's going to take a little bit of time. And I mean, broad pickaxe, iron ore, I'd expected nothing less, but I forget just how quickly these things get to be much longer tasks. There is 30 mining, and I think for the video, it's about time to just speed through these levels. So here we go. 31 mining, 30, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 mining, 38, 39 mining. After a nice, relaxing, just about 6 hours in this chunk, definitely not an efficient 6 hours, we are going to have 40 mining, which means we can go ahead and knock off our last chunk goal, which is going to be to mine some gold. I hope this is quick. I can't imagine. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have mined some gold. That is our last chunk task. Let's go ahead and just throw this into the general store. I don't know how much it's going to sell for. I can't imagine it's going to be much. But now we have access to gold. We'll sell these. How much do you buy gold ore for? 60 coins is not bad if we ever need to make up some money. We did end up with 2 diamonds and 2 emeralds. And now the last thing is to say goodbye to Rimington and start our adventure onward into the land. We're all completed on our tasks. Here are 4 available chunks to go to. Now it's just time to get a roll. I don't think there's anything too crazy in any of these. Rimington is not close to a lot. So not having a bank really means you don't do a ton of stuff. We're going north to Falador, which is a scary area. Let's go take a look at our new chunk. Now a lot of these soundtracks we're gonna have because I walked over here. But here is our new home. We've got all of Mortifer's wizards that we can attack. We've got a highwayman that should be wandering somewhere here. We've got the air talisman, or the air altar, if we could get there. We do have imps, and we just can sneak around the wall to get us into these shops. So we have guards, which I believe is our 40 pickpocketing task. Let's get some new soundtracks going. We've got a spinning wheel, which I don't know if this has ever been used. And then most importantly for a lot of our chunk tasks, we have this armor shop for Wayne. It's the chain body shop, which means Addy chain body is now on the board as something we need to do. So to go through our tasks, oh, we also have, okay. To go through our tasks, we need to get 30 defense because we need to be able to wear Addy armor and we need to be wearing Addy chain body. We have to cast Wind Strike, which I believe we can get the runes from imps. They should have both air runes and mine runes on there. That's a little loud. We have 40 Thieving, which is a Fally medium task, which I believe is pickpocketing from a guard, but I'm not 100% sure. We have to kill a highwayman to get the Black Cape, which is technically our Bis back slot item. And that is it. So it's still a pretty low tier chunk, but it gives us a little bit more to do. The guards are going to take a little bit. They're probably going to be our best training to get up to 30 defense, but they're going to take a little bit. We might as well kill imps to get the runes to do Wind Strike. Then we go kill highwaymen. Then we kill guards. We're also going to have to go and pickpocket a lot of our old friends, Anya. Oh, Blue Wizard's hat. Anya and forget the other one's name. Hensel. We're gonna have to pickpocket them a lot if we're gonna get up to 40 Thieving. I'm surprised this isn't. I do have the no. I'm surprised this isn't a task. We'll hit it for the best mage hat. This is a little bit of a weird place to be, because generally you want to raise your strength as much as possible to hit better, but we need defense levels. We need to get to 30 defense. So maybe I go to 20 strength, 20 attack, and then 30 defense? That 3 hammers in a row is crazy. That's what I'm thinking right now. Alright, I don't think we have any hope of doing this, but this is our first clue scroll on the account. Let's just see. Yeah, we're never going to be near the alcove. We have, how many tiles do we have to get there? If we get lucky, 5 tiles. We're not, that's maybe the worst clue we can get for a beginner. Let's see if this clue scroll's any better. It's Drainer, so that's what, 2 steps away? That's 2 tiles away. We'll drop it, but we'll mark it as a better one. Alright, well there's 10 attack and 10 defense, or 10 strength. So now we're gonna go to 20 strength, 20 attack, and then we'll skyrocket right to 30 defense. I keep forgetting, like, I'm so used to on an Ironman just holding on to everything that, like, the Air Talisman's useless because I'm so far away from Rune Mysteries. The Chef's Hat probably also useless, but I know part of the quest is right here, so we'll see. Oh, an easy clue. That's interesting. There's even more likelihood that we won't be able to do this one for a long time, but it's just we've had 4 beginners. Let's see what the easy has in store for us. That's kind of close, depending on where our tiles take us. It's 2 away. That's also a terrible chunk, because I think that's Mining Guild chunk. But, you know what? We'll throw it over in the maybe pile. I'm hoping this rat will come over to us, because that is a much better source of food than the onions I've been picking. And by much better, I mean it heals like, what, 2 more? But if it'll ever wander over like this goblin just did, that will help a lot. Also, whenever I get... Ooh, come on, let's kill this. Whenever I get... No, come back. At least we know it can wander over here now. Whenever I get the mind runes, which we're kind of dry on. We're really dry on. I can just cast and bring it over, because air runes are easy to get. I do not know. I know the rate. The rate is 1 in 42, I think, for the mind rune. So we're getting a little dry. If there's a monster to go dry on, I mean, these are easy, right? But I'm starting to worry a little bit that there aren't actually mind runes. on the table. That is huge. Because we also have the stove that we can cook on in one of the houses in Rimington. Beautiful. And we're going to need a better food source when we fight guards. Because that's ultimately going to be our best XP. So having a little bit of a food source to allow us to just fight better is always welcome. Up next, we have the need to rob Hengel and Anya blind. This is home for 40 thieving levels. So we are going to get nice and comfy here. I might venture out to do a task or two in the meantime, but yeah, we're gonna be pickpocketing for a while, or not. We're gonna be failing to pickpocket for a while. All right, there's the first of many. I'm not gonna show you every thieving level because that would get tiring quick, but I want to show you the first on our journey to 40. All right, there's 10. Hopefully we start getting onto a roll of not being caught anymore, because I feel like we're still failing a decent amount. This is a good stretch run. I was thinking about it. We might take a little combat break at like 20, I think, just to vary it up a little bit. There's 20 thieving. I think after we finish this inventory of food, we will be taking a little break. All right, let's get ourselves our best in slot, back slot. A black cape, done. That is one thing checked off. A nice little reprieve from thieving. Now I might have to go back. Let's actually kill a guard and see if it's possible without hemorrhaging food. There's a chicken pen right there. If it's possible without hemorrhaging food. When has there been a chicken pen there? Sorry. What? It's possible to do without hemorrhaging food, and then I can train for a little bit. Otherwise, we're back to thieving. Alright, it's not looking like it's possible. Not until we get a little bit higher defense level. This is tragic. I got 6 raw rat meat. We got a cooking level, and we burned 4 of them. I guess technically I need 1 for Witch's Potion, but I guess I'm only 1 tile away from Witch's Potion, right? If we were to hit Port Sarim, that's all we need, I think. So I'll hold on to 1. I was hoping that this would give us a way to stack runes, but I don't think we're strong enough yet to consistently take them on for training. So we'll get the air runes, but after that we'll go back to fighting other things. Alright. There's 20 strength. 20 strength, 17 hit points, 16 combat. Now I switch over to attack. We're gonna run up 20 attack, and then it's defense time. And hopefully soon we'll be able to fight some guards for better XP. We've been doing some bone burying as we've been doing combat, and I figure 10 prayer is a good level to show. So we're at 10 prayer. I'm just camping when highlight men come across. It seems the best combo of like level damage that I can do and not take too much back. Oh, we got some neckwear. I moved over to goblins just because I'm feeling a little change of scenery, and now we've got a brass necklace and a ring. We're accessorizing. We are styling. Give us a piece of fashionscape that we can wear. Come on, legs or body. We got the body. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. There we go. And wait, you get a lamp along with that? Ooh, I did not know that. Okay. Honestly, I might. I want to be done with thieving as soon as possible. Is there a smarter thing to put this on? Probably. We're currently locked out of magic. If we can get to 3 magic, then we're not locked out of magic, so I guess we'll start lamping magic, at least until we can do magic. What the fuck is that? Are you shitting me? Are you... What? Hello? All 5 are burned? That's insane. I guess I gotta spend 20 minutes getting more rat meat while I train, because I can only... I don't have any way to pull them, so I can kill them when they wander. Alright, there's 20 attack. Now we go on the defense. Interesting thing about these, I don't know if these attacks were scaled when they changed the magic rebalance with the elementals. Because I tried killing an Earth Warrior, or not Earth Warrior, I tried killing an Earth Wizard prior. 5-6, 5-6, I almost died. And this is now the 3rd Air Wizard I've fought, or 2nd Air Wizard I've fought. And it's hitting, but it's hardly hitting. So I don't quite know if these just didn't get scaled. That's annoying. If these didn't get scaled the same way the magic attacks did. I looked on the wiki and all of their attack bonuses are the same. That's close. All their attack bonuses are the same. So I don't know. It is interesting. I think I'm going to buy the black and the mithril chain bodies when I need them. I'll buy the black one now. I don't think I'm going to buy the steel. But that way I just have some defenses while I'm doing training. And I know it'll lose me some money, but I've still got 14 levels worth of citizens to steal from. And I will recoup that money just doing that. For sure. There is 10 defense, which means we now have the ability to wear our black chain body. And just as quickly as we got... I don't know if I can actually get rid of this, because I guess we get a lamp anyway at this point, so it doesn't matter if we keep it or not. So goodbye, Beekeeper's Top. We'll try to get a couple more pieces of meat here if possible, and keep training defense for now until we are able to. And that's going to end episode 1 of the Rimington OneChunk series. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. Comment down below letting me know any tweaks you want to see or any reason I'm dumb, because I definitely lack game knowledge sometimes for certain things in the comments down below. Feel free to subscribe if you're new here. I will be uploading this and other RuneScape content. You can always come over to the stream. I will start streaming this content soon as we progress a little further in the account. Just make sure you know that'll include spoilers. And until next time, I'll see everyone later.